Change. Hi, my name is Sue Shawmans, and wherever you are in the world, welcome to my channel. Thanks for being here. This month's motivating message is the word change. Change is a given in life. It's a fact. But the reality is, it's not easy to deal with because we're creatures of habit. We resist it. And that's actually quite natural. And whether it's change that's imposed on us or we bring it about ourselves, either can be very difficult to deal with. It's unsettling, unnerving, and quite overwhelming because you're heading into the unknown and you're stepping out of your comfort zone. So I thought, okay, let's talk about change this month, but importantly, let me share with you some tips, some of my top tips in terms of how best to handle change. Firstly, and it might sound really silly because we do it anyway as a matter of course, but it's to breathe. And I don't mean just breathe, I mean focus on your breathing. When you focus on your breathing, you bring yourself into the here and now, and it calms your mind because you're focused on your breathing. And when you focus on your breathing and therefore are calming your mind, you're also calming the nerves in your body. You're putting yourself into a state of peace and calmness. So breathe, focus on your breathing is tip number one. Have the courage and the confidence to step out of your comfort zone. Just take that first step forward. Whatever it is that you need to do, just do it. Because you'll do it. You've done it before. You've dealt with change before. Whatever it is, however big, however small, but you've dealt with it before. So you can do it again. The thing that's blocking you is your thoughts. So just take action. Take that step forward. The other tip is to know that these, you want to call it this, the dark times will pass. They always will. It's like water, the tide, it's ebbing and flowing, moving down the river, down the canal. The times will pass. It will not be this difficult all the time. You will get through this. Know also that change, the challenges that comes with change, are opportunities from which you learn and grow. And you'll have heard me talk about this lots and lots of times, unless you're new to my channel. And if that's the case, then welcome. But challenges in life are actually opportunities from which to learn and grow. Perhaps not when we're in the situation, but when we reflect on how we've handled it later. They are our greatest teachers. After all, the reality is we learn much less, if anything at all, where we succeed first time around. Do you reflect on that? I don't. Don't think I do anyway. But I certainly reflect on the challenging times in my life, the times of big change, or even small change that made an impact. Another tip is be patient with yourself. Yeah, this time will pass, but be patient. Know that it will pass and know that you're on a journey of learning and growing, and don't rush things. Because when you rush things, you're creating stress within your body. And when you rush things, you might not make the right decision at the time. And my last tip, which is really important, because what can happen when we're dealing with change is we go inward and we don't ask for help. That's one of my biggest issues, I can confess. And maybe it's one of yours as well. Maybe not a big one, but a small one. Asking for help. Not so easy. So connect with others. Seek support from others. Ask them to help you, because as human beings, we love helping others. It's part of our DNA. We want to help others. We don't want to see others in pain. So those are my tips on dealing with change. But how about you? How do you deal with change to make it as smooth a journey as possible, and to combat the fear that can arise when a change impacts your life? And remember, fear stands for false evidence appearing real. And I would say, face everything and rise. So that's how to overcome the fear. Turn it on its head. So how do you deal with change? What tips have you got? Feel free to share them in the box below. Journal your answers and see what comes out. Step out of your comfort zone. Start taking those little steps forward to enable you to manage change. And if you need support in any way with that, remember I deal with life's transitions. So reach out to me in terms of coaching and mentoring services if you feel that that's necessary. So I hope you've enjoyed this video. Hope you've learned something from it. I do encourage you to look at your own life and see how you deal with change. And yeah, I will see you next month for the following monthly motivating message. Until then, take care. Bye for now.